touch the sky. In the city of angels, feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
But it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you. For
Hey, I've got you on my mind. Yeah, you're all that I think about. You know you got me going wild. And what I want is you. Could you come a little closer? I want you by my side. And I'll try the best I can to make you feel this way. Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Don't let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, 'cause I'd do anything. I just wanna be with you. How can you make me feel this way? Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Don't let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. I just wanna hear you say that you want me to. I told you I can't get you off my mind. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you.
Whew. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. Man, I cut that close. But I'm here. Welcome to the show. Hope y'all are having a good night. I have had a wonderful week. Today was a little weird because my mother is having oops, I need to mute that. My mother's had knee surgery today, so I took Monday off. I had today off, and I'm taking tomorrow off. But there's a crazy rainstorm, so my hair is I'm gonna be fiddling with my hair all night, and y'all are just gonna have to get used to it. But yeah, I got the Mini 3 Pro over the weekend, and I have had a blast with that little guy. I've flown it probably every day. I didn't fly it today because it was windy, but I love that little guy. Ever since I got the Avata, I have been going crazy with FPV. So it's been probably maybe 6 or 7 months since I actually flew just a proper camera drone. So it's been fun. That guy flies pretty far. I've flown it in the wind. Didn't do as well in the wind. I was kind of I don't know what the word. I don't want to use the word anxious all the time because I'm not anxious all the time. I don't have serious anxiety, but had a little. I was worried the bird wasn't going to stay in the air. How's that? I've never had a drone blow out of the air, and I've never burned up a motor. I've never like all those. I don't know, wise tales, or I don't know what you call them, but I've never had those things happen to me. So by now I should be pretty okay with it. And I got the DJI refresh on it. So I got, if anything happens this year, I got 2 more coming if I need to. But misgivings. Mark said misgivings. I'm going to go through, y'all are chatting up, and there's 14 people in here. There's 66 chats that I haven't read yet. So I'm going to go in here and do roll call. So Brent Newman was the first one here. Then JC, John Carroll is here. Stephen Drones is in the house. What's up, Steve? Ray Kelly showed up right after that. Pretty impressive. Good to see you, Ray. Who else is here? Bob Casey's in the house. What's up, brother? Unbranded MLS drone footage is in the house. That's a really long name. Let's see. Who else is in the house? Try not to miss your comments either. So far, I feel like everybody's just saying hey to each other. So Bob Casey said, Joe, is USA drone flyer Captain Joe America? Wait, what just happened? Are you on here on 2 different channels, or did the name change? Because the logo looks very similar to my middle-aged eyes. Dustin's here from One Vision Aerial. What's up? I try to learn y'all's names, but it's hard. The more people come in here, I need to start doing the same thing Gary does and just keep a list of people's avatar names and their actual names in real life. Because I want to call y'all by your real names, but YouTube doesn't give me your real name. YouTube gives me your handle. So let's see. So Dustin's making fun of my hair. Nice. trying to see if I missed anybody. I just switched to live chat, and so everything changed. Charles Gillespie's in the house. What's up, Charles? John, I got you. Mark White's in the house. What's up, Mark? What else we got? Who else we got? 107 Drones is here. What's up, Barkley? And if I get your name wrong, I want you to call me out on it because I really want to learn y'all's names. All right. I think we are all accounted for. 16 people in here. It's getting crazy, y'all. It's getting crazy. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the club for a minute. I went to the club this week on my phone and it was like freaking out. And so I kind of want to know, I might put a poll on the club and just ask how many people go to the club on their phones or how many people go to the club on their computer. So on the computer, the club is rocking. There's no glitches. But I've noticed that the left sidebar kind of overlaps the content on, at least on my new iPhone. It didn't do that on my old iPhone, but I've updated the club a little bit. So I just want to make sure everything is kosher for everybody. And my hair is doing all kinds of crazy weird things tonight because I got caught in a thunderstorm gassing my car. So there's that. And something else that happened is Melon, who is the company that I've been doing my live stream from, it's the cloud service that I do my live stream on, has changed to Talk Studio from Streamlabs. So I've been a part of Streamlabs for a while, but now Talk Studio is what this is called now. I got home at 5:30, and that literally gave me an hour to get the stream up and running. And I was hit with a computer restart, install of like some updates for Windows. So then I finally got back on, and then I went to sign in to the live stream, and it changed to Talk Studio. And so it kind of threw me for a loop. And all of a sudden I had to like start over with all my settings. At least it kept all my videos and my intro and all that kind of stuff. I didn't have to redo any of the design templates of my live stream, but it forgot my camera. It forgot my microphone. I had to restart one time to get my microphone and my video back up. So I think we're all good now. But I'm extra shiny tonight. Y'all see that? I got a sunburn this weekend, and I think my skin like just stretched out. So I'm gonna have to start powdering my forehead. And I've got 3 different drinks here. I've got water, I've got Coke Zero, and I got some coffee. So we're gonna be super hyper tonight. So I'm excited. So let's see if anybody snuck in since last time. Ooh, I got Geeks Vana's in the house. What's up? Yeah, it's pretty easy to remember Geeks Vana, but I need your real name, Geeks Vana. Unless your name's Sean, then that's super easy to remember. So Dustin said, "Do you have the Drone Faces poster from Jackrabbit?" I have the poster from this year. But I won't be on it until next year. So I don't know if there's a newer version out since the South Florida drone meetup, but Jackrabbit said he was going to put me on the new one. It's coming out. But yeah, I did get one. I did get one that I had to baby all the way back to Tennessee. Like I put it on top of my Roadmate container, and I told my wife, I was like, "Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't wrinkle it. Don't crinkle it. Don't bend it. Don't fold it. Don't do anything to it. I want it to be flat when I get home. So it's still flat, but I think I need to laminate it or something. I need to just take a picture of it and make a digital copy. He probably has a digital copy, but let's see what else we got. So Dustin looks at the club on the PC. That's helpful. So I did get that riddle right. Geeksmana is Sean. Nice. All right. Chris is here from Sunrise. Welcome, Chris. All right. So I think I got roll call down. I've got the chat going right here, and then I've also got the chat there. I just need to stop telling y'all what I'm doing and just get on with the show. What do y'all think? So I want to talk about first. Well, I asked you questions about the club, and a little bit later I'm going to go through and play some videos on the club. But y'all, we hit 7,000 subscribers. I'm going to see exactly how many right now. We are at 7,007. I believe we were at 7,009 this morning, and I lost 2 today. But still, it fluctuates. It goes up and down every day, which is kind of weird. And I got a little notification in YouTube that said, had a little clappy hands that said 7,000 subscribers. 2 days ago, your channel is growing and is attracting even more viewers. So that's a little positive affirmation from YouTube. Lucky me. I gotta tell you, it took a while to get to 7,000. I hung around 6,009, like in the 6,900s was like 9 months of my life. And it was like one of those where it just kind of creeped up. And now I'm finally at 7,000. So that's nice. I really don't understand YouTube's algorithm anymore. I'm told now that all you really need to do is get likes. I get all kinds of likes on my videos. So hopefully things will start to look up. But yeah, and my last 2 videos did really, really well. The foggy sunrise didn't get as much love as the first flight with the Mini 3 Pro. That video got 47 likes, 38 comments, and 1,346 views since Saturday. That's pretty awesome for me. So hopefully that will move up. I'm going to do a bunch of videos with the Mini 3 Pro. It's been a while since I've cracked open a drone and just worked it on my channel. So I'm looking forward to, I have so many ideas for this little drone that I don't have time for them all. I want to go back and do all the old videos that I used to do where I quick shot a building or, do stuff like that. But I really want to do comparison video. I really want to get the Mavic Classic, the Mavic 3 Classic as well. That's my next goal. And then I'll have 2 controllers, so with the Air 2S, I'll have 2 different controllers. I'll have the DJI RC and then the other one that came with the Air 2S. So I can control that drone with both of those controllers. And then with the Mini 3 Pro and the Mavic, I'll have 3 different controllers that can control those 3 drones. And I'll be able to do goggles with them. So I want to do like an FPV comparison between the Avata and the 3 Pro, the Mini 3 Pro, just to see. I'm going to try to fly the same flight with both of them. One of them has object avoidance, and I don't want to bump into anything, and then the other one doesn't have object avoidance, and it doesn't matter if I bump into things. One of them and the Mini 3 Pro has a better camera on it than the Avata does, but the Avata has a wider camera on it, so I can see what I'm doing. So there's all these things in my head that I want to do between those two drones. So it's so much fun. It's so Brent, it's a really, really long. I didn't do a Mavic 3 Pro. It's a Mini 3 Pro. So I don't have the Mavic 3 yet. But Brent, it is. There's 2 videos up on my channel from the same flight. One is just a flight video. We can watch the flight video right now if you guys want to. But the Mini 3 Pro with my first flight, it's like a half-hour video of just the small battery. And then right after I did that flight, I bought the Fly More package plus, the Fly More Plus package. So we're gonna do a video on that battery and just show you guys. I mean, I did a ton of stuff in that first flight video with just the 30-minute battery, 35-minute battery. I only got about 29 minutes out of that battery though. And there was no wind at all, so it wasn't fighting anything. Might have got a little moist. There, like the return to home, Brent, on that video is in fog. Like it is like there's like foggy like clumps all over the top of my neighborhood, and it's like flying through them, and it's the most beautiful flight. And then it's the most beautiful return to home I've ever had, and that's 7 years of almost 8 years of YouTube channel, right? It was one of those mornings that was like one side of all the houses was orange from the sunrise. It was kind of overcast, so there wasn't like a lot of shadows. So there wasn't like, you didn't need much dynamic range to actually shoot that shot. So no harsh sunlight, no harsh shadows. Like it was just kind of a mellow. It wasn't the golden hour, but it worked out like the golden hour. And there was like orange coming in, and the clouds were like, I'm trying to think. I think it returned to home at 100 meters in the air, and the clouds were probably at like 80 meters. So I'm like flying right over the clouds. I mean, it's just a beauty. We're going to show it. I don't know if I have that in the video though. We can go through the actual video and I can fast forward through parts. I'm just going to put it on mute, and then I'm going to commentate the video now. How about that? It's playing an ad right now, so I've got time. All right, so first part of the video is a little shaky. Not really shaky because it's the first time I ever fired the drone up. So I think it was like calibrating and finding GPS signal, and it's got, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up in the air. The other thing I got to figure out, and let me know if you guys have the DJI RC. If you have, when you screen record, is there a way to record the sound? Because my screen recording didn't record any sound, and I was so thankful that I had my iPhone backup audio just so that I could I didn't have to re-commentate this entire flight. Because there's been times in the past where I've faked it and I've gotten it wrong. And anyway, it's so much more fun to just be in the moment and record it at the same time. But right off the bat, there's these power lines that I haven't really gone past. I've been planning on doing it with the Air 2S, especially that because I know what's out here now. So Mark says the only way to record the sound on it is to port an external microphone into the USB under the flap. So the host, I'm gonna have to get me a microphone for my controller. So Jim's done with something. Are you done with me? Because that would hurt my heart, Jim. That would hurt my heart. So Jim says to get a DJI mic, plug receiver into the spare USB, works great. Got it. So okay, Jim, gotcha. So Brent, this was my morning. This was a beautiful sunrise. And in the second video that I do, I actually saturate this and do some color grading. This is straight out of the camera. This is all like default settings. I always do my first flight in default settings just so I can figure out what DJI was thinking when they made the drone. In a second, I mean, I've had drones in the past where you can turn the sideways flight off, but I never would have believed that they would have done that as a default setting. And then someone said along the way that was a change made in a firmware update. So they could fly sideways, and then probably a bunch of idiots kept flying their drone sideways into trees or something. If you did that, you're not an idiot. I'm not saying that you're an idiot, but usually they change things like that because a lot of people crash. They think it's an oversight, but they're really just don't want people to say their video is crap, or they don't want people to say negative things. So Chris said this is a lot of views all in one, and I agree. That morning was just beautiful, and I wasn't expecting the fog. It had just rained, so what I was really Google. So what I was really expecting was all the streets to be, like you just hosed down a parking lot and made it look real nice, or hosed down your patio. That's what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting all the fog rolling over the hills, and that was the best part of this morning. So everybody's saying there's a digital copy. I'm assuming that's the poster that we were talking about earlier. Yeah, if anybody wants to send me a copy, I'd love it. And this was the sphere. I want to show you guys this shot that I did. So I did the sphere, of this beautiful shot. And I'm gonna do this in slow motion. So I'm gonna change the speed to 20 point a quarter of the speed. So I want to play you guys the sphere. I was really impressed with that. I got the entire sphere. This is the first drone I've ever had, except for the Paradinafi, that could do a complete 360-degree ball. But I remember back in the day when Nacho first got this drone, he showed us his, and it wasn't a full sphere. So I was like, they did something. I don't know if they did something with the way it takes pictures, or if AI is creating the clouds in the sky. But this sphere was perfect. I spent a little while looking for imperfections in stitching, and I couldn't find any. Oh, I just saw one, but like pretty amazing. So I look around the entire sphere going in this direction, and then I want to show you guys the sky. The sky looks awesome. There's no like weird little dimple in the middle or anything like that. There's kind of a dimple, but it did a great job with the sky above, and then down below looks pretty amazing. I loved like the mud next to the beautiful green trees that had just sprouted like a month ago. And then I pull out to a tiny planet, and I think it looks awesome. I'm probably going to rotate it a little bit so that the sun is kind of in one corner, and then this little new neighborhood is kind of over in the other corner. I like to do things in the corners because the sunrise part of the sky is really awesome. So we're going to go back to normal speed. And right here in the drone flight, it kind of messed me up because I saw that Amazon truck, that blue Amazon truck on the highway, and I was like, oh, I just want to chase a vehicle sideways. I think that'd be a cool shot. So let me hear what you guys are saying. So new controllers don't have mics in them. All right, I got somebody in here. Radel Gonzalez, is that how you say it? Radel? He came in and said he was an idiot, but I don't know why. Can't find why he said he was an idiot. Brett Nunley's here, congratulating me on the 7,000 subscribers. Thanks, man. Hope you're having a good night. All right, John said the Air 2.3 does, or the Air 2S does have something. I'll answer this question, but don't judge me. Where is it at? So Steve asked, how far did I fly visual line of sight? Visual line of sight was probably the first 15 seconds of the video. I was just excited to fly all around. I'm not as concerned with this drone with visual line of sight because it's so tiny. It's under 259 grams with the battery that I'm using right here. I do know that you're supposed to follow all the rules, even if your drone's under 240, even if it's under 250 grams. But I still don't feel like I was doing anything that was unsafe with this tiny little drone. I was paying attention to the sky. It tells me if there's airplanes in the sky, I'll pull it down. It won't fly higher than it needs to. It won't fly in zones that it's not supposed to. So I felt pretty safe in this flight. But someone also mentioned that in my other video. So yeah. And Steve, if I lose it, DJI will send me another one. But I think it's a pretty strong beast. So this is the middle school that my daughter's going to go to. See if we can get the psychedelic. Oh no, it's not psychedelic right now. Interesting. But I thought this was a beautiful shot. This is the middle school that's right down down at the bottom of my neighborhood. And Steve, to someone mentioned visual line of sight on my video, and I didn't just fly 3 miles away from me. Okay, this whole time, probably the farthest I was maybe I think like 12 or 1300 meters. So this is like, I'm literally just flying around my house and maybe almost a mile away from me is about all I'm doing. I did a loop around me, and it's really easy to see. I'll show you a little bit later. I did a virtual tour of this flight. So I took the 3 spheres that I took, and I made a virtual tour. So I did a virtual tour, and you can see I'm basically, it's a triangle. So I basically did a huge loop around my house. So I want you guys to see this fog. Like, there's so much fog over here, you can't see what's over there. And I thought that was pretty awesome. I think this area back here is a brand new neighborhood that they're building, which is kind of neat. I'm going to go over there and fly from there one day. Look at the fog on that guy. So this is a marijuana commercial. Awesome. So here I take another sphere. What's upsetting about this, and something I realized after this flight happened, is that every time you switch over to photo mode, it resets your camera. So when it goes back to video mode, everything, your horizon is straight. So right after this sphere that I took, it moved. So my camera moved back straight instead of, I think I flew at like maybe a 30 degree downgrade or something like that. I don't think that was the right word for that, but pointed it down. Yeah, Chris, I wonder if there's ads in my live stream that is ad, like if I monetize the live stream and then I show one of my videos with an ad in it, do I get double that? Because it's like Inception, like an ad within an ad. I don't know. Let's see. Is anybody else snuck in the chat? Jim's droning. I don't know if I said hi to you, but hi. Yep, I think we're good. So Mark said that the Mini 3 Pro does a better job via the sky because the camera is 60 degrees upwards, which is 20 degrees more than the Air 2S. But is it 90 degrees or is it 60, like total? If it's 60, then I don't feel like you get the entire sky, but I don't know. But this part of the flight made me really mad. I was losing connection over here. So I had to turn around, and I went up a little bit. I went up to 120 meters. But as you can see right here, I lose connection at about 1,200 meters away from myself. So that's about as far as I flew away from myself. But I'm getting weak signal. The controller's freaking out. Cats and dogs are sleeping together. So I decided to turn around, and if you got, my house is near the water tower. So when in doubt, go back towards the water tower, and I'm going back towards my home. Now, the first two spheres did pretty good. I think the sphere that just happened, I think there was one really bad stitching issue in it. And the other thing that bugged me about this flight, and I don't know if it's the way that I threw the pictures, like I downloaded the pictures from the controller, but in the past when I've taken spheres, I actually get the images. I didn't get the images from these spheres. I got a stitched image, which was kind of an okay stitched image. It was pretty neat that I could just automatically share them, but usually there's a folder with all of the raw images in there, so I can stitch them myself better. And that wasn't the case. So maybe it's because I did it with JPEGs. Maybe it's because I downloaded it. So I'm going to try to do a video on just taking a sphere with the Mini 3 Pro and figure out which one is the best. Taking raw images is always the best. But if I take raw images, does it not have enough computing power to stitch them itself, and it come back to me? And then if I take a sphere with a JPEG, does it automatically stitch those? So those are the questions that I have that I want answered, and I'm going to do a whole video on those things. I'm also going to teach you guys how to stitch things yourself. Because depending on your phone to do it, or depending on an Android tablet in a remote control, I think that might not be the best. All right, so Mark's looking some stuff up for me. 60 degrees upwards from the horizon, but the field of view will cover the gap. Okay. Does it use the vertical camera or the horizon? So if it did the vertical, I think that would work. Brent Nelling's going to go eat. What are you eating, Brent? So John says, you can change the camera angle by moving your finger on the screen without changing the drone flight direction. Yep. On my controller, on my controller, I actually have a wheel. I've got a zoom wheel and a camera tilt. Or are you talking about left and right? But Brent, check these clouds out. Like, I'm literally flying through clouds right now. I'm glad somebody got that reference. Yep, that's my favorite scene. I think that's the same scene. Wait, no, I don't know. I like the one where he hits the piano. Plural sight. Woohoo! I don't want to look at plural sight right now. All right. So this is the sphere that it really screwed up. And we're going to go look at the spheres in a minute. But there was a lot going on here. But I wish I would have had the original files from that it took pictures of, so that I could go back and fix this stitch because I can't do anything about it now. There's no way to re-stitch the sphere. And I was kind of mad about it. And I don't know if my storage is messed up or I just have the ability to take more pictures than this little. Oh, you guys can't even see it, but it says my storage, I have 9,999 plus pictures that I can take. They wouldn't even go, like, there's not enough numbers left. Anyway, I thought that was kind of weird. If they took the plus out, then there would have been enough characters. So let me pause it. Okay, so right here, it totally screwed up this fog. It couldn't figure this hill out. Like, if you look at this line and this line and this line, that's the same fog strip. And then you look at that bush and that bush, it's the same bush. You look at this bush and this bush, that's the same bush. Like, there's a repeating pattern, like, oh, whoa. And if you look at this mouse and this mouse and this mouse, it's the same mouse. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, it's really easy to see patterns in here. There's this white dot, and this white dot. I don't know if those are barns or what. And then there's another spot. I'll show you guys whenever it gets to when I zoom out. And you can really tell it here. Like, it looks like, even though it's a cool looking picture, the fog looks like a fingerprint or something. And then this road goes from here, and then it's supposed to go down to here and over to here. So now this, it did a better job with the chaos than it did with the straight line. And I don't understand how it got this part wrong. Like, if you were stitching an image, that would be the easiest thing, would be to connect this road in this picture to this road in this picture. You know what I mean? So anyway, there's that. But overall, pretty cool flight. And then while I'm right here, I didn't realize that I was almost out of battery. So I was like, man, I just want to fly over that barn into those hills. And then that was going to be kind of my last shot. So I back up to get a good shot, kind of line up the barn. I'm turning it a little bit. There's a lot of drifting going on with my drone right here too. So I didn't know if it was windy here or not. But I go to fly, and then all of a sudden it returns to home. So, and then this is the best return to home I've ever had. So just check that out. It's beautiful. Yeah, Mark, that's my thought as well. This is the first time I've actually had, usually they're in a folder, but they were not. And I think they got rid of, I mean, I looked at every folder in the car, and we can do that live tonight if you want to. I think, yeah, we can. But this return to home was beautiful. And then I decided to grab the wheel on the tilt of the camera on the descent. And so I got a really cool final parallax. That's where I did the Avata shot, where I flew through all these bulldozers. All these bulldozers were down here, and they were lined up this hill, and I flew through them and stuff. So I love this little parallax that happened with those condos. The condos are kind of just like folding into each other. So yeah, let's look at maybe I'm missing something. Let's get that out. and I was not expecting to be on camera, but it would not land on the table that I wanted it to land, that I took off from. But here's Zoe making an appearance. I really wish she was in focus, but I had to leave this in the video because Zoe was so cute. She was like, she's always wanting to check my drones out. But I just thought this was awesome. All right. So that was that. Well, another ad. All right, so I'm going to see if I can bring up. I'm going to go over here, find the card that I just stuck in. Okay. So these are the folders that I have that are on there. There's nothing in lost. There's miscellaneous. I've got thumbs. These are all thumbnails. Oh, there's screensavers. This is a PDF, so let's see what that is. Oh, that won't run either. Nothing in IDX, nothing in Jizz. So all of my photos are usually here. And I just have a big 100 media. And so there's only a few files in here. And I'm trying to think. It's not even running that right now. Oh, never mind. All right, so none of that's going to work. Another thing that I did this weekend is I did some, apparently it's not going to play the videos because I've got to download another player. Let's see what John said. I purposely took off from the exact spot with the pad 3 times and landed at different spots each time within 6 to 12 inches, but he hand catches. Yeah, I always just kind of bring it down close, and then I usually have to fly it towards something. Luckily, I was on the back porch, so I kind of flew it to the patio, but there was that table in the way, so I had to go over the table and then down. And so that was that flight. So let's check out y'all's videos. Let's see. We're going to show the club on the stream. I'm going to back up to some other pictures. Oh, I wanted to show you this. I'm going to still talk about myself for a minute. I put a just to show you guys where all these spots are in conjunction. So this is the original, the first shot that I took. And that's what it looks like zoomed out. You can zoom in. It's really good quality. Like if you look at some of these silos down here, look really cool. These bulldozers look pretty cool. I want to start taking, I want to do a time lapse from this roundabout right here. I don't know what they're going to plant there, so I don't want to take off from there. I might take off from this parking lot now that I know that that parking lot's going to always be there. Mario Monty, what's up? What's up, Lake Pilot? I really appreciate that, Mario. Thanks for stopping by and wishing me a happy YouTube. So I think I'm going to take off, not necessarily take off from here, but I think I'm going to like do maybe 100, 200, 300, and 400 sphere from this roundabout, and then take those and put them in a folder and do like time lapses of, and not like a time lapse of like, a 15-minute time lapse. I want to take a bunch of pictures from the exact same spot and then over time lapse them. I wish I would have done it the morning that I took this picture, because that fog was ridiculous. Gorgeous, gorgeous fog. And this is part of the Kula. It's not in the picture, but so there's that. And I don't know why. So well, the virtual tour is not on here. I did think this was a cool picture. I wanted to show you guys the blemishes in it. I think it was over here that I noticed it. Oh, there's a weird blue like lens flare, a little purple lens flare right here. Like the sky goes from blue to green to purple to blue again. So I didn't like that. But I thought there was a mistake. Maybe there's not. The other thing that's cool about this website is you've got, what's up, Maddie? Welcome to the chat. Is you've got tiny planet view. And so I can come in here and I can get real close. But it's tricky. And another thing I want to do is I want to go over, I'll probably go to the ballpark right behind the water tower on like a Saturday or Sunday morning when school's not in session. Actually, summer's about to hit, so it's going to be game on. Thanks, Mario. Mario's my friend. Me and Mario hit 1,000 subscribers around the same time. And so our channels don't really mix, but I check him out every once in a while. He checks me out every once in a while. So I really appreciate it, Mario. But I want to take a picture with the water tower being pretty large in the photo. Like this one, I'm kind of like 3 blocks away from the water tower, but I want to take a picture. I appreciate it, Maddie. I want to take a picture with the water tower really close. I kind of, let's see. I want to get like, I mean, this is pretty good, but I want to take it a little bit lower so that the sunrise is kind of right behind the water tower, and it's got like the town of Smyrna on it. And I just think it'd be a cool picture, but in order to get town of Smyrna, I've got to take it from this direction, and then the sun will be way over there. But the other option is to take it in the evening where the sun is like setting over here, but I don't know. But I want to show you guys where it really screwed up on this one. First of all, that fog is ridiculous right there. Very cool. But like, it couldn't figure out this right here. Like, I don't know how you missed that line right there. But I mean, it was the AI doing it. And I already showed you this right here, but check this out. So there's this gravel point and this gravel point. Like, that's the exact same thing right there and there. That's the same thing as there and there. So it really had an issue with this one. And it might have been windy. Like, you saw that the drone was kind of drifting right at the beginning. So it might have been kind of windy when I was doing that. But like, this row of bushes is exactly the same as this row of bushes. So, and these curbs, it really messed up. Now right here, there's not a curb there. So you can't tell that that's a mistake, or if that's a mistake. But right here, this curb should line up with that curb. Like, it's the same thing. This sidewalk should match that sidewalk. So in this instance, I would have loved to have had the actual raw files to do it. So first flight is always default settings. Even on a Pro Mini drone, there were some issues with the Pro settings, or there were Pro settings that weren't set. So I'm going to go back in there, set it to Cine, D-like. I want to set my images to raw, and I want to push that camera to the max. So Dustin's giving Mario a little love. Yeah, Mario's got a wonderful cooking channel, especially if you want to go like no carb. He went from a chubby Italian to like he's just a healthy dude now. And it's really great because, you know, a lot of us in here are kind of middle-aged, and it's time to start taking care of our bodies, so we can live our longest lives. And I was reminded of that today when I took my mom to get knee surgery. I'm like, there are mornings when I wake up and my knee is killing me, and I'm like, oh crap, I need to lose some weight, and I need to strengthen my leg muscles. So in 20 years, I'm not having knee surgery on both of my knees. But Mario went from someone that was really out of shape to like running miles. Yeah, this is what Mario did. From 244.4 pounds, lost over 85 pounds, and he just ran a marathon. He just ran 27.36 miles. Like I'm worried about my ankles, my knees. Like, even my man boobs would flop around. And like, he just ran 27 miles. That's ridiculous. That's wonderful. Congrats to you, Mario. That's awesome. And he said back in the day he couldn't run farther than a block, but now he's running marathons. Yep. That's awesome, man. Like Pilot said, he might make the 0.36 miles. That's about how I feel too. You know what? I'm not worried about the endurance. I've got stamina. I just like, my legs don't work the way they used to. I have a lot of injuries from soccer back in the day, And so I sprained my ankle like 3 times since high school. I probably sprained it 4 times in high school. And I'm even missing a muscle in one of my legs because I sprained my ankle so much and one of the muscles just popped off and gave up. So man boobs are tough. Mine aren't that tough, to be honest. Mine are pleasant. Samara said, me and my brother both have bad knees. Losing the weight tremendously helped. My ankle is a problem right now due to the stress on it, but I hope to get back in prime condition soon. Yeah, I think I heard somewhere that like your body, like you get like a new body every like 10 years or something like that. So like all of your cells die off and then regenerate. And then like as we get older, like we don't regenerate as good as we used to. So Captain Joe said that he played football into his early 30s and have 2 new knees. Has gotten 2 new knees in the last 5 years. Lost 40 pounds over the last year and feel 40 again, even though he's 68. Wow, that's a great story. I hope I feel 40 when I'm 68. Right now I'm 47. I just turned 47 and I feel about 60. No. I feel 47 I don't feel like I feel older than I should be. I definitely look younger than I should. There are some other people that I grew up with that look a lot older than I do. I was never a smoker or drinker or anything like that. So the only thing I've really done bad to my body is salt and sugar. So I'm diabetic and high blood pressure, and those are the things that I have to worry about. And probably pushing high cholesterol too. Well, this is a fun talk. We just turned into a bunch of old men talking about all of our pains. Let's get back to droning, y'all. Let's change the subject. We're going to change the subject. So that virtual tour didn't work out. So there's my video. I'm trying to think what. All right, we watched Waterfalls. Was the last video we watched last week. All right. So this is Steven Drones. Cats taking selfies at night and having fun. So Steven Drones always he's got a trail cam in his backyard, and he gets a lot of critters, and so every once in a while we get to see what animals are lurking in the back of Steve's yard. This is quality television, y'all. I always think it's creepy when you see like infrared video of cats with their eyes reflecting. They look like zombie cats or something. You think that cat's chasing a mouse or a bug or something? So, Steve, is this the same camera as the dinner plate, or do you have a couple trail cams out there? Because I don't see the dinner plate. I don't see like the rock. I don't know if you move it around or if you've got multiple cameras back there. That's awesome. Is that a burn barrel back there? I love the stripes on the tail of that cat. So I always love those videos. Keep them coming, Steve. I think they're awesome. Here is a Sunday morning video from John. Let's play this video. And I decided to turn the audio off this week. Last week, the waterfalls video, along with Alex's video of it's my birthday, I'm gonna spend my money. That one so I got 2 copyright strikes there, and I got a copyright strikes on the waterfall video. So I decided this week I was just gonna talk through the videos. This is a cool video. I didn't see what drone he's flying with. JC, are you still in here? If you're still in here, what drone are we flying? Coast to coast. What's up, man? Or woman? Don't know. I love these parallax shots of boats on water, especially when you're next to a marina. All right, let's see what. All right, so he didn't say that. He didn't say what drone he flew there, and I don't think he. Oh, Mini 3 Pro. He is here, still here. It's my video. Those are my photos. Here's some pictures from Alex with his Mini 3 Pro. I thought that was a really cool picture. That's the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to get a light for the top of my drone, a little blinker, and then I want to do some night shots with my Mavic or with my Mini 3 Pro. So I think these pictures are really pretty. There's a beautiful sphere at night. Yep, and I think that's all 3 of them. So that's pretty cool. This is why I love the club. Like, ever since I put the club together, I love going in here and seeing what you guys post. And it's all in one spot. All right, so this is John, 6:30 a.m. with the Mini 3 Pro. I remember when the blue dock house wasn't that large and only one dock attached with woods on either side. There was only one fishing boat. The owner let me come and photograph whenever I wanted. I'd go there with a tripod and a couple of long lenses and take photos across the water. So here is that. This is with the Mini 3 Pro. Pretty shot. I like those canoes. A little splash of color down there. I feel like, I don't know if this is my stream or if YouTube's doing it, but I'm seeing like kind of a jerking back and forth. That might just be all the things I got going on right now. Beautiful boats. Now, where is this, John? Look at that big old boat. Okay. So, Coast to Coast was doing a Crocodile Dundee where he was doing a hand check. Nice. Beaufort, South Carolina is what we're watching right now. Ooh, I like that bridge over there. I think we saw that bridge in another video from you. Ladies Island. Let's be where the ladies are. Nice. John is filling up the club. Y'all need to be like John and throw a bunch of videos in the club. He is really showing up. Used to be just Steve, and now Steve and John are lighting up the club with their videos. This is a little ride with the Avata. So we're going to check this out. John has a different logo animation for every one of his videos. Sometimes 2 logo reveals. I'm just playing with you, man. So this looks like manual with the Avata. Uh-oh, is it going to do it? Is it going to hit the gap? He's going to hit the gap. Ah! Yep, he got it. You going to get you a Whopper while you're at it? See Burger King in the background. Whoa, you gave up on that one. You're like, no. He bailed. We're going to try again. We're going to hit that one. You're braver than me, man. I can't do that. Coast to coast, it takes me a while to get to know people when they're in my chat. We might have even met if you were at the South Florida drone meetup, but it takes me. You got to be in here probably about 8 times for me to recognize who you are. So I apologize. I probably watched your videos. All right. We're in the middle of watching John's. Sorry. When I went to look at your channel, I thought it was going to go to another screen. All right. I think we got... I'm going to show one from Draymond and one from Steve, and then we'll be done. So this is... Wait, where'd it go? This is the Amazon build. So Stephen Jerome said that in 2021 started Amazon build, and we used to watch it every week on my channel. And now this is what Amazon looks like, and they still haven't moved in. They built this brand new place. Construction was done in September of 2022, and it's already May, and they haven't people still haven't moved in. That's a beautiful, beautiful place to fly. Look at that. Beautiful building, beautiful parking lot, brand new parking lot. I could get some amazing 360 videos. I think that would be an amazing 360 video right there. Speaking of 360 videos, I just want to remind you guys that we have, I think, a month and a half left for Project Flipped. So to give you guys an idea what Project Flipped is, every once in a while on my channel, I will do a contest, and we'll come up with an idea, and then we'll all make videos based on that idea. So with Project Flipped, we got the idea watching one of Draymond's videos where there was a guy walking backwards in it. And so we started out with like Project Reversed, and then we decided to do Project Flipped. So that way you could do videos that are in reverse, videos that are upside down, videos that are, 45 degrees, anything that is kind of weird. I don't know if you know, like in the Black Panther movie where, everything goes from good to evil and you see the whole video spin. You could do that with a gimbal. So there's all kinds of things you could do with the concept of Project Flipped. And at the end of June, we're going to look at all the videos that have been posted to the club. And we're all going to vote. And we're getting more and more members on the club. So the voting is going to get crazy, y'all. We're all going to vote for the video that we like the best. And whoever the winner is gets a t-shirt off of my merch store. So if you're new to the channel, sign up for the club. And I'll go ahead and put a link to the club right now. There's Steve right there. All right, I pinned the link to the club in the chat. So here's the link right here. club.shawnidestudios.com. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So if you join the club, and then you go to groups, and there's Project Flipped right here. It's open group. We got 5 people in there right now. So that is either 5 people that are going to submit a video, or, well, I'm probably one of them. So we've got a video already posted from John, and I believe Alex posted a video, but he hasn't posted it to this group yet. So yeah, join the club, join the contest, and it'd be pretty awesome. I'd love to see your videos and see So Gary asks if the votes are counted electronically. The votes are counted, yes, electronically via the website, but I am not the counter. It is an application that actually counts the votes. So John just congratulated Captain Joe on his Avata purchase. I will also say congratulations. I think the Avata is my favorite drone I've ever had. Flat out. Doesn't take the best video. Doesn't take the best, it doesn't fly the longest. But I've had more fun flying the DJI Avata than I have anything else. Now that might change in a week after I've flown the Mini 3 Pro with goggles. We're about to see what that's like. But I've also never used the motion controller either. So I've got the Motion 2, and we're going to try that out. Is it called the Motion 2? Yes, the RC Motion 2, even though, yeah. So we're going to show one more. Oh, the other thing that the club, if you remember the club, gets you is access to be a guest on my show. So I use the club as kind of a filter so people don't. I've had some people show up on my channel and just start cussing or, I had one guy dressed up like an alien one time and he was like, I just in my chant, like he was on my stream for like 10 seconds. And then I dropped him. But so Brent said, is there a way to upload a video onto the club or only links to videos hosted elsewhere? So since I'm just one person, and I'm running the club by myself, I don't have time to deal with spam or deal with malicious things being uploaded to my site. So no, I don't have videos. The photo filter or the photo upload on the site is really secure. So people can only upload certain types of images to my site. So I don't think my site can be hacked that way. But also I don't have enough, like it costs money to host files. And so I don't have like an unlimited media server on the club. So yeah, you have to post them somewhere else like Vimeo or YouTube or something like that. But anybody all you have to do is get a Gmail account and you have a YouTube channel. So you can post anything. You can post videos to your YouTube, even if you don't have a channel, and make them unlisted. And then if you make it unlisted, it's not going to be public. Nobody can see it, but you can embed it on other people's websites, which is kind of what you do with the club. So yeah, that's the answer to that. But if Steven Drones can figure it out, you can figure it out. I'm just kidding. Whoa, y'all are going nuts in here. USA Drone Flyer. Everybody's adding their pictures. Nice. So Brent had a stowaway. What is that thing that what is this holy bro? Pixhawk's holy bro. What is this thing? I'm really anxious to see that thing fly around. So I told you guys I was going to show a video from Draymond. Let's show this one. This is a downtown flight. Oh, I was like, something's wrong with this camera, but then I realized he's pointing at a building. There's his drone right there. Pretty cool shot. He's using ND filters. That's a weird road, that curvy road right there. Kind of making me dizzy. Gary, I don't know that I said hi to you yet. Hey, welcome to the chat. Slacking tonight. All right. That is it. So I'm very grateful that changing Melon to Talk Studio still worked out really, really well. So didn't have any. Oh, Alex is in the house. When did Alex get here? Have you been here for a while? I've been slacking tonight, y'all. Welcome to the chat, Alex. So yeah, hope you guys have a good week. I'm going to be playing with the Mini 3 Pro. Having a good time with that, and yeah, I just have a whole bunch of videos lined up that I got to get out. The problem with the Mini 3 Pro is it doesn't handle wind very well, so it's kind of like tornado season. It's a little bit past tornado season, but it's crazy windy, rainy season here in Nashville right now. So, but I can't wait to get that thing in my goggles. Because once I get that thing in my goggles, it's everything that I've wanted for a while. The only thing is, if I can get the RC to work with the sticks instead of just, I know I'm gonna like the RC, the RC Motion 2. I know I'm gonna like that, but I still want to use my controller as well. I saw where a guy used the DJI RC Pro with goggles, with the goggles too. But I don't know that it's going to work with the DJI RC because it's a pretty locked system. But we'll see what happens. There were some pretty top players that requested it to be used with the controller. So hopefully with a firmware update, DJI will allow that to happen. So hope you guys have a wonderful week. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell for notifications when I put out more live streams. So John said you can use the DJI FPV controller with the Mini 3 Pro. Is that a true statement? Jim said he flew with the goggles and the DJI RC, which is the way that I think you... All right. Well, I'm just going to play with all the controllers that I have and see what happens. But yeah, please like my channel. Go subscribe to everybody. Have a wonderful day. How many likes do we have? We're up to 14 likes. I'm going to like it. So we're up to 15 likes. But y'all have a wonderful week. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.